Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I got so much hate for my short about the Gunpla scam on AliExpress, where I bought a random item for £7, which is about $10, and people keep on telling me, oh well, for $7, for $10 you got a wonderful item. And my point is that I was misled to believe they would have been better than that. And for that sort of money, I can buy a much better piece and choose what I want. So just to prove that, as a quick video about building this ASHTRAY. There's an ASTRAY. I'm gonna put the details in a minute. But yeah, this is £7.50, so still about $10, and I could choose what I wanted to have. So enjoy the build and enjoy. Keep hating me if you want to hate me. I don't care, I got big shoulders. First of all, I'm going to remove this little tiny sticker and put it somewhere safe so it doesn't get bent, it doesn't get ruined, doesn't get lost. So that's out of the way. And then, as you can see, it's not like Bandai that you have multi-sprues with different colors, but each color has got its own sprue. Yellow, red, purple, blue, grey. There's 5 different colors, 6 different sprues already just in here, and another sort of a see-through plasticky crystal red looking thing, and white and white. What I'm gonna do before everything else, I'm gonna do some panel lining in all the white bits, because I'd rather do it now when they're still connected to the sprues, and then we take it from there. The plastic feels premium, and the sprues look attached in the right places. We're gonna find out in a minute. Let's see how easily. Well, what I'm gonna do first of all, I'm gonna just wash everything, and then we do the panel lines. So if you were to buy a kit from Bandai, you would have sprue A composed by different colors, and these ones is the same, but instead of being attached to the other one, the pieces are disconnected. So just keep in mind when you're looking for blue or yellow or red pieces from a sprue A, they may not be attached to the sprue A, but somewhere in between the other ones. So as long as you know that and you know what to look for, you don't waste too much time with it. So quick look at the sprues. So as we said, there's a sprue A, has a grey, the blue, the red and the yellow. Let's put it aside. Only one piece came detached, which is fair enough. Even during the washing, no other pieces came off. Then we got sprue B, all in white, nice soft plastic, all been washed now, ready to be panel lined. And then we have 2 sprue C's. They are absolutely identical. I guess is the arms and the legs, probably. And just a closer detail. Yeah, so 2 of them to be built. Then we go a sprue D, which is weapons and feet, something grey. Looks straightforward. These are the funnels as well for the engine, for the jetpack. There we go, sprue E, see-through plasticky shiny neon looking red color plastic. And same goes for the lightsaber blades, sprue SB6 PS. And I've seen it before, pieces in red instead of being black or gray. It's still soft plastic, you know, for all the joints, but yeah, I guess it makes sense for this build. So let's go and start the panel lining. Of course, it's gonna be tedious for you to follow me doing all the panel lining and the following cleanup, so I'm just gonna show how easily spreads on a surface. It's just been washed, so wash with the soapy water. I'm very happy with it, very happy with it. So yeah, as you can tell, this won't take too long. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a cleanup, and then we're gonna start the build. Just because I want to show how much how good the model you can get for about $10 US, £7.50. I wouldn't spend too much time into details and painting. I just apart from the panel lining, probably is gonna be just out of the box and see what it looks like. So see you later on. On sprue E, the shiny neon plastic through say looking reddish laser thing, it doesn't really spread out well. I just put a tiny bit, just a little bit of shade, but it's not really, it's just messing it up. So I'm gonna do just some selected bits. It's not really spreading at all. The surface of the plastic is different. No problem whatsoever on the ABS parts. Everything spreads like it should. Just touch it a little bit and it goes into all the recesses and crevices as it should. So that's gonna be bonus. There wasn't much point putting black liner on this dark blue offset from sprue A, but once I do it, I do it. I'll even do places that maybe will never be seen, but I'd rather do it now than later on having to reach somewhere absurd. So this is done, and apart from these 3 little bits, this doesn't need it. This is just as much, and then we're done all the panel lining, and then we clean it up. Let it dry an hour maybe, and then clean it up. You've seen before my remover for the panel liner. A simple Zippo. Light the fluid in a glass and just dip in this sort of a squidgy DSPI pen. Squeeze it a bit, make sure it's not too wet, and just remove the bits. Nice and neat and clean, very fast. So I'll save you a touch watching me doing all this, and I'll see you on the other side. Just in case, a quick run up of the details just to show you. See these marks here, and it cleans it. It cleans it good. Yeah, here we are. So as I said, I'll see you on the other side. And now that all the pieces are nice and clean, I'm gonna start laying them out. As I always do in all my other videos, I put the pieces on top of the instructions. So I'm gonna separate them, clean them, file them and so on, and then put it on top of the instructions and then connect them. So that's all the pieces I need for the first line of instructions. The thing I noticed already is that these 2 little red things, I need to put a sticker on top, so I'd rather do it straight away. It's a sticker from is in Chinese, but it looks like a 7. It's gonna be these two white stickers here are gonna be wrapped on top, and once I've done that, I can assemble the rest. Well, don't ask me why, but that's how these two pieces should look like. So once that we got that sorted, then we can proceed with the rest. So we're starting from this one, E16, E17. Now I'm sure I moved it. Is the plastic is quite soft, so it doesn't leave any marks. I got a glass file as well, but so far it seems like I can just use my nails to remove the tiny little blemishes. So hopefully that's gonna be good enough. So we got that. And we got this little neck in there. A22, which is this one towards the back. Down this way. Looks like a, no, down this way. So that's a neck in there. Then this one facing the bottom. There we go. B5. This instruction are really minute. Are really minute. But it looks like it should go like this, and then these, if that's the wow, this is tiny. Wow. Same goes for this one here. So I got this one. So we need to build this other one just the same. Like that. Like that. These towards the front. And this in there. Wow. Now that we got this one, having this one as a base for the back, we're gonna put one this way, one this other way, and jump this at the front. Of course, the neck had to be a pain in the neck. Neck just came up. So the neck, we said it was like that. And these should go in there. The thing is that it's not straight, so I need to turn it in a way that fits in there. That's it. Are we gonna get the satisfying sound when it clicks in? Not yet. Not yet, because it's not it's not clicked in properly. Well, it seems okay. We got this moving, we got this moving. This tiny gap in there, I'd rather not have it. I don't even know if it's supposed to be there, but yeah, the backs are connected, so I think we are in business. I think we are in business. Wow. Okay. We're ready for sequence 3 and 4. So we go B1 and B2 to attach to piece number 2. So this goes like that. Is that right? Yeah. But it needs to go all the way in. Like this. And same goes on this side. We got this one. It goes in there as well. And this bloody thing came off, which is to be expected, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. So these are again. The neck. Oh, why there's an extra bit here? That's not supposed to be. and now it starts clicking. That's the way we like it. That's it. Nice satisfying click. These are the back. But no, this way. One and two. Oh, you mother! This thing keeps on falling out. It's the same as before. It's the same as before. Maybe it was the other one, but yeah, it's just in a silly position that it could have been added anytime later on. But no, they want you to put it now just because it stresses you. So these two flaps, number 8, which is this one here, in there, and number 7, which is this one here on the other side. Okay. Every now and then I find tiny smudges that could have been removed earlier with a thing. That's it. That's all you need. Okay, so this is a blade. Clean at the bottom as well. This is so good. Even if it's not damp, it's just a tiny bit wet from earlier, it still gives you enough reach to go in and clean the bits. So now we got A38, which is this thing here. Then we got this one, and then we got this one. And so far for the backpack, yeah, tiny gaps in there, tiny gaps that I'd rather squeeze them in and make them disappear. And then once we go there, that's in there, and the jets go here. Before putting them in, since I'm here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint them with a little bit of gunmetal, and I put them to dry. Now I got the other pieces ready, and I was trying to remove a little blemish on the antenna here, or the antlers, whatever you want to call it. I broke it, so I glued it back in with super glue. I'm not happy about it, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I glued it back on. And also I have 2 little stickers to put in. One is this one here, which is the eyes, and one is this one here. So I'm gonna put the stickers on and then I'm gonna assemble it. Well, I'll put the eyes on, straightforward. And to put the other sticker, I don't know if it goes in here or at the top here. It's not really clear on the instruction, so I'll wait when I get to build it, and I'm gonna put it on last minute. So let's do the rest. So D4, no, that's on the backpack. So backpack, Is that towards the inside like this? No, I think it's at the back. So like that. Okay, like that. And this one conversely on the other way around. Like that. Not sure. I would rather. Not sure if it goes on the way in or on the way out. If that's like that, yeah, looks alright. So we got this and this. We don't even know which way they're supposed to be facing. Let's towards the inside. Okay, let's place this towards the inside. So let's do like that. There we go, the plate. This should have been on first, probably. Doesn't matter if there's a blade. This should have been after. Doesn't really matter because this goes in there, isn't it? If that goes in there, so that should go in there. Which then I did the right thing to put it on straight away. You would imagine this to go a little bit more down there as well, but hey, and that's how this video lasts forever. So let's get the head. The head is get face this one, this side. So that's the goatee. That's the goatee that goes in there. And that's the like that or the other way around. Looks weird like this, but hey. trust the system. Then we do this one first and this one after. Yeah, line it up and squeeze, line it up and squeeze. So at this point, this facing up this way, and then I'm gonna break it again, I'm sure, just because I can. So just make sure it's pointing in the right direction. So yeah, that's like that. And that's towards the back. Is this supposed to be sliding in? Maybe. Doesn't really say. It doesn't really say. Probably yes. And now I'm gonna break it again. No, it doesn't go through there. So maybe just clips on top. Yeah, clips on top like that. And once it's clipped on top, we can put it on the forehead, which is gonna clip into here. Yep. Okay, that's gone. And then we do the bit at the top. Now the bit at the top is the one that's supposed to get the sticker. So if we do that, that goes in there. The sticker let's have a look at the picture of the box. And then you get a box to see what that is missing. It's not on the box. The head is missing. Wow. But yeah, this green sticker. I would say down here. I would say down here, but then it doesn't really look like. If you go like that, yeah, has to be like that. Has to be in there somewhere. I don't like it, but hey, that's where they want it, that's where they get it. I don't really see the point, but it's supposed to be down here. Well, let's remove it without breaking the thing. These stickers. It's not centered. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna push it up a bit, push it sideways a bit, Maybe with a toothpick. Yeah, that's where it is. Ideally, it should be in there, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. We put it inside there. Which actually looks better than... I'm sure it's wrong. I'm sure it's wrong, but we don't care. So we're gonna do it like that, and then stick it on top. Can we break the antenna again, please? Yeah, it makes sense. Not to break the antenna, I mean, makes sense. Like that. Well, I'm sure it's wrong, but after breaking the antenna, I don't really care about a sticker. Now it may look like it's a little bit messy, only because every piece of this one asks for the making two of them, so it's double pieces for everything. And since I was there, I just prepared everything, so I just do it on one go. I'm gonna do just one, and then after do the other one, PC7. It has to be said, it's not, these are not really straightforward, just because this PC, yeah, you need to sit in properly if you wanna do it proper. That's it. I'm gonna do one and then do the rest. So if this is coming this way, okay, that could be a little bit fiddly because this doesn't really sit in there. There's a housing, but it's not like it's not like it's gonna hold it. So it all gets held by this at the top. Okay, so that's done. That's done. So that's the other pieces. Then this goes into that's this way. C3 and C4. C4 should be this one over here. Are we sure? Or the other one? Yeah, looks like it. So C4, just making sure. C3, no, maybe we were right first time. So C3, C3, C4, C4, okay. This easy to break, this one. Very easy to break. Assuming it's the one that goes all the way up here, because it could go down this side, really. Don't fall on top of other pieces and then everything goes all over the place. So this goes no, there's only one. So it's either this one and then this one sits on the top. Will they fit in there? Why not? Not too sure, because my impression is that this one should go in there. But then if that's the case, this one here should go on this other side, which it does. So it's just the other one that's a little bit tight. Just push it in a bit. That's it. And you'll be alright. So that's it. And then going down, we're looking at the shoulder here. There's a shoulder. There's a shoulder, this goes on the side. But that then, it's not fixed in. Probably this one is needed to jam it in. That should be it. Okay. Ah, you bastard! You're gonna pick it up in a second, so maybe it's gonna help if I click it in a little bit more. That's it. And then now Now, see, it's good to have two pieces, so I can just place the second one here and worry about finding the other one in just 1 second. That's it. So that's done. We know there's a piece on the floor. Let's carry on and see what's done. So that's one done. I need to do the other one. We'll do in a minute. Now we go. PC9 goes into E15, which is this one here. Round it up like that with the bit at the top, which should be like so. Like so, if it fits. If it doesn't fit, you oh, this is so upsetting, man. I don't want to whittle them down a bit because they're gonna lose traction, they're gonna lose grip on the side. So just a tiny bit. No, it's not in. It's not in. It's not going in. What if I leave it hanging and then just touch the one at the top? Will this suffice? Probably not, because even this one, that's even worse. See, they're supposed to be in between them two bits. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Well, I finally managed to squeeze this in there. I just filed a little bit inside of the hole in there and then squeeze it with my teeth. It's not still 100%, but it's better than it was before. I need to do the other one. Another problem I got is the little plastic bit that dropped earlier on the floor. I still cannot find it. So I built this other one, but I haven't got the thing to go in there. I still cannot find it. I'm going to look again. I've been brushing on the floor and everything. I remember where I had the noise. But yeah, I'm going to do this one, do the rest, and then look for it again. Well, I managed to do the other one as well, but I had to file it, cut it. Literally too long for that. So what we're supposed to do now, we got this one here, C10. Well, I'm sure now I mixed them up as well. C10 and C11. These two are supposed to be together before going in then. So if we do that, that goes in that. Okay, we got it. We got it. So this is like that, which is supposed to receive this one. Well, they're supposed to go in there like that, okay. And then we lock it up at the front. With this line in there and in there. So that's what this piece looks like. This is hard work, man. Look at that. And now this one is detaching as well. This is definitely hard work. Now, this one here, like that, we do pieces 6 in there, which should go further in, at least on one side, and this on the back. Yes, okay, we got that. It took a while, but we got it. Wow. Then B4, face up, face down. And this is in there. They're supposed to twist. Dunno. I don't think it is. I think it's only supposed to slide down here or clip like that. Yeah, probably just clip like that. Well, hard work. Well, let's prepare the other one and then look for the missing bit. I never ever managed to find the little piece I lost on the other side, so I built a similar piece, like a wedge, to clip it in to secure the white bit in piece, and then put 2 grey panels on it. Of course it's upside down compared to the other one, but no one will know the difference. I know, but at least this shoulder pad doesn't come off. And then I glue it up with super glue. If I ever find the other piece, I just unclip it and stick it in, but that's never gonna happen. And now we are at the point where we start attaching the bits we done already. There's someone drilling in the building, so every now and then you're gonna hear some noise. Exactly there, someone banging. No idea what's happening, but hey, that's where you go for living in London. So let's see where we go here. Facing this way, coming up, coming down. So that's supposed to go in there. There was no need to look at it. That's straightforward. Same goes for this one here. So straightforward that this one doesn't go. There it is. So that's in there. Then we got these into this one first. Any flat at the front. So if this is like that, flat bit at the front. It's not really, don't think that's really matter. Also because the flat bit is on this one here, this one is round, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I don't know why they done that one first. I should have done the other one first, but hey, we need to build 2 of these ones straight away. So let's follow in this example, do the round bit first. which goes straight forward, and then the bit with a square bit in it. Yeah, no big deal. So that's done. Now we take a shoulder, and the shoulder, so if that goes like that, this goes in here, lip at the front like so. Yeah, then we do the punch and punch. Let's do the inside of the hand first, and then the back of the hand. That's another fiddly one, but not too much. That's it. I'd rather this one than the movable fingers. They never hold up to what they're supposed to be doing. Lip at the back, which is gonna be like that. These up and down makes not much difference. I mean, I'd rather have it the cut at the top. There it is. There's a cut there. It's supposed to go towards the top. Oh no, we're missing a bit. We're missing this bit here. So we got that. We got that. And this came off, and this that came off is not even the one I built again, it's the other one, to show you how fiddly this little lip is. Oh, wow, amazing. So that just proves the point. That proves the point. I might have to remove this just to put this one back in there. So yeah, it doesn't go because it's upside down. So this is like that, nice and tight, as we said, and then this goes like so. Strange to have this one on the inside, but probably it's the outside. Yeah, probably it's the outside. So it does like that. This is the lip that goes in there. It's this little lippy lip here, and then we got the Fist of Fury, which goes like that. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We're gonna do the same for this one here. And once this is done, lip the lip, that goes in there, and punch the punch, that goes in there. Well, and that should give a little bit of articulation. Well, this is rubbish. This fucking sorry about the swearing, but this is fucking useless. It's too small. Not tight enough. Well, too small, not tight enough. It's like a oxymoron. It is actually. And this came off again. This came off. I might have to add some super glue at some point. Let's do it now. Just a tiny bit here. Super glue is dried up already, probably. No. Just a tiny bit here, making sure this little stupid shoulder pad doesn't run away too often. That's it. Here we go. Both our shoulders. Ta-da! Let's go for number 15 next, which should be straightforward because, as you can tell, 15 is just this plus this plus this. That's already attached with a backpack, really, so you might as well do that. And head with the handicapped antenna at the top. So let's do that. Oh, that's very loose. Didn't expect it to be that loose. I was expecting it to be a bit more. Wow. Well, worst case scenario, I'm sure we haven't got anything else that goes at the back of the neck. It feels very, very loose. 1, 2, 3. No, nothing goes in there. That's the way it's supposed to be. Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna introduce a new toy which I bought recently and haven't had the pleasure to use it yet. Found it. Joint straightening pen. Brand new, as you can tell. Never used it. It's one of the things you buy and eventually one day you think you're gonna use it. So, is this retractable? Yes. So this, what's this supposed to be? It's supposed to leave some with distraction. Is it worth it? Press the pen tip on the paper until the glue flows out, and then apply the joints that need to be repaired. After applying, please leave it standing for more than 10 minutes before assembling the joints. If it doesn't work, a further layers coating may be applied until the problem is fixed. And I didn't misread it. It does say, and then apply the joints. Not apply to the joints, apply the joints. It doesn't seem to. Okay, it's this yellow spunkish thing. Yeah, it's a bit gooey. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pass this on the, well, you can see it there. Yeah, pass it all around it and let it dry for 10 minutes and come back a better date. Because it was very loose, I'm gonna come up with a creative system and do the inside bit here. Won't do any damage, I guess. So let it dry for 10 minutes and then we put them on together. Well, 10 minutes have elapsed. This looks like it's dried up anyway. Probably it's been 15 minutes anyway. And try and clip it in. Yeah, wow, that's nice. I mean, it's not solid, but it's much better than before. You can give it a pause. So yeah, well, I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. So these shifts in there. Shifts, why shifts? I mean squeezes, I guess. And this on the other side. If you do that, yeah, that's supposed to be on this side. No, we got, yeah, I guess it needs to be like that. Needs to be like that. tell you what, I'm gonna put some of this glue on these bits here just because it's very loose, but yeah, very happy with it. So while I was preparing these other bits, this must have dried up, and yeah, it's a little bit more sturdy. These things are not made for playing anyway, but at least if you pose them, you want them to stay in the direction you pose them, you know. So, well, see what happens. So now for what stays here, PC4 gets inside this bit, this is this way, and PC4 facing down this way. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be fiddly. Oh, come on. No, not too bad. Same goes for this one. So facing down, around the round part at the top. That's like that, and that goes for these ones on the side. Now, what these are feet. So you got that, one on the front and one at the back. This way, yeah, looks like it's this way. No, to go more in. Yep, clicks. When it clicks, you know you're there. You know you've done it properly. I still find some very minute wigs, hair from unicorn. I wonder where they're coming from. I must ask the missus. This didn't click. So what we want to do, we want to put that till it clicks. I say done that. So one this goes covering the bullet shoe like so. Same goes for this one here. This build is very simple, and I like the plastic. The plastic, just a little bit with a nail, you remove all the smudges and everything. So very happy with it. This goes inside there. There's a gap in there. Why is there a gap? There shouldn't be. Let's try this other one. So we got this in there. This at the back. Yes, no gap on this one, and there's a tiny bit of a gap on this here. So let's remove it. Yeah, maybe the front wasn't put inside properly. No, still, we still have a little bit of a gap. Why is that? Why is that? Is there any protruding plastic we haven't cleaned properly? No, this should be alright. That shouldn't be a big deal. Little bit of here, little bit of that, little bit of this, little bit of them. Yeah, just a tiny bit of motivation probably. This doesn't go perfectly in there, so let's do it from there. Let's do a tiny bit of motivation and a tiny bit of motivation here. should go. So let's put the gouache on top. That's it. And now it clicks. We got it. So now, if I remember well, this sign means that I need to do this bit here first, and then the other two on the side. So this goes in where? Like that. Like that, to cover the thing. Then we have okay, this over here and this over here. It should fit. That's it. That's it. So same for this one. Back fast. Back fast, it should slide in more like the other one. Then this on one side and this on the other side. Simples, we got it. And now, after sexy shoes, let's start building the sexy legs, I guess. So that's gonna be 23 and 24 together. Straightforward. I should paint these bits. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna paint these ones with a little bit of red before, just because there's not enough red in this thing. We're gonna paint a tiny bit extra red in it. I got a little bit carried away. I've been painting by hand with some chrome and some metallic red. Even small little details, you know, little details, which eventually, oh, this is the same sprue, the other one, the twin, eventually gonna show up somewhere. See, small little bits in chrome and red, a little bit more red on the white, just because it's an ashtray, so it needs to have a tiny bit of red. And also I've been doing the sort of that's what was my intention from the start, to just these bits right in the middle of silver on the side, but then I ended up doing all these little bits as well. I didn't put any primer, so I don't know how long is it gonna last, but since I'm not playing much with my models and I'm just posing them once, I'll leave them collecting dust somewhere, so that should be okay, I hope. So we can now proceed with the build and see what comes up at the end of all this madness. Oh, don't forget the weapons. We just did a tiny bit of weapons. I even did a tiny bit of edging, because we are edgy. So just a tiny bit like that, little touches. Hopefully it's gonna look alright. So back where we were, we can start again building these things. So attach 23 and 24 first of all together, which is going to be this and this. And we need to do 2 copies anyway. These are small ones, so might as well do all of it. And once we're done that, the PC2 goes in there, and in this one here. That's easy. I mean, you see the shape is different. You don't need to reference the instructions for this. Just line it up in the middle. Then what we need to do, well, this is supposed to be, you put this one first, but you do put this one first only if you put the other one first. So I should put this one first, and then let's see, so this is he hasn't really got an orientation, has it? It's supposed to be a flat bit at the top. Yes, yes, we saw that. Be difficult to get in there at all, let alone with a flat bit. So flat bit at the top. I say we got it. Let's do number 2 as well, just in case. Okay, so we got that. Flat bit and flat bit. Then this is supposed to connect together, but with this bit in the middle and the bands at the back. So I don't care what they say to put one first and then the other one, because it doesn't really apply. What we need to do really, make sure this is tight, and that's when you bite into it. And same goes for this other one, just to avoid these little gaps in between. I'm sure I can modulate my bite better than a set of pliers. So as we said, this stay cap round bit at the back. This is another one that is not gonna work, is it? They made all these red bits very generous. That means they're bigger than what they're supposed to be. I mean, it's gonna be a nice tight fit, but it's not what we're after. Same again, we're struggling making. I'm supposed to get in there and in there. That's definitely not gonna happen. Yeah, no, nothing. I'm gonna file it a little bit. You see, it's a bit too much. I'm gonna file it a bit, both sides. So what we're doing, we just remove the bit from inside there, and just to give it a little filing like that. Not too much, of course, but we try till it fits. I might have cracked it literally. Instead of filing it, which takes forever and never fits, just get a bit of pliers and squeeze a tiny bit on the side, not too much, because then you're literally gonna crack it. And then we can add the other bit. There it is. So we got that done. And there's small little things that are a little bit disappointing. It's such an enjoyable build, and then it gets lost in these little things, which is quite upsetting. There was absolutely no need for that. I mean, once you know that's the best course of action, just to squeeze it a little bit with some pliers, you'll be alright, but you shouldn't be at the point in any case. So did the back, the front, that's from the back. Yeah, once you do that, it squeezes in, sort of straightforward, but all things that you'd rather not how to do it. Just main thing is just that I don't want to squeeze it too much and then it becomes loose possibly. So well, let me know in the comments if you got the original Bandai one, if this same sort of issue is happening over there as well, or just because this is a cheap, well, very cheap knockoff. Maybe that's the reason why. Oh, I missed it. I paid inside the hole. What are you gonna do now? That's it. Nice satisfying click. We sorted it. So we were to do these two here, which we done. Now we have this bit. Long way down. And there's a bit of panel liner in there. Should be alright. Long way down as well on this one. And it should be the same thing on this one here. Long way. It's a different shape, this one. This one, no, same. Long way down. Round around. Oh, this is fiddly. This is not much space for this. That's it, I got it. And we do this one as well, same thing. No, that we're done. This piece is pretty much symmetric. This and this. The only thing is that you got more access on this one because this one has got all the protrusion for connecting the other pieces. Apart from that, so that's done. Now we go A33 facing this way with round bit on this side. Same goes on this one here. Facing this way, round bit on this side. Yep, that's done. I'll see what happened on plane 21. And now we're ready to assemble. These are the little bits. Instruction says to start from the bottom. I hope this one goes through these bits without too much drama. So that's supposed to be facing this way or the other way? Not this way. Yeah, there goes it. Same again. Same again. Is a bit tight, but not too bad. Not too bad. It goes a little bit sideways. We ain't gonna squeeze it in. Yeah, might as well do the squeezing on this one as well, just to make it a little bit more welcoming. I mean, welcoming is the female part of it. This one has to be a bit more penetrating, I guess. Oh, let's try again. So that's in there. Lip at the back, lip at the front, and then this on this side here. I was so excited when I saw these red connecting bits, and the other one that they're giving me all the frustrations. I mean, not the clear plastic. I think it's a Cleopatra here. If these ones don't fit in properly, I need to squeeze them. You see what happens if I need to squeeze them too hard. I don't want to break the see-through plastic that goes on top, so I'd rather make sure to have a snug fit, but still being able not to swear, first of all, because it's not polite. I'm gonna get demonetized, which I haven't got any money on this channel yet. If you don't press the bloody subscribe button, I don't get the numbers to ask for bitcoins. You see, and that doesn't line up because you have to squeeze it. Now we squeezed it, and then that's it. I clicked in. It's a bit like LinkedIn, but more with a mouse. So that's done. Once this is done, and that's the bit facing the back, then we're supposed to have one thing at the front here and one thing at the other front down here. Makes sense? Makes a lot of sense. So sensitive. So that's sorted. Make sure not to break the lip at the back. So once we go there, we're gonna have these at the back going into here first. Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Yeah, we make it fit. So that's in there, and this one. So that one is like that. That's the lip a bit at the back. That should go like so. Yep. And then we lock it up. On this side, like so. Yep. Managed. So, tiny bit of a gap in that. We're gonna just persuade it. It's been persuaded. Then once this is done, all the bits have flown away here. That's what I'm looking for. Because this bit flew away. D1 flew away as well. Where's it going? Where's it going? The rocket launch. No, we got it. Which actually I didn't file it earlier because it's so small. It just gets gets left aside, but yeah, it's not much to fire really. So are we gonna do this first or the other one first? I think I'm gonna do this first. So this comes this way, there's a lip towards the bottom, and that's supposed to go, no, we need to do it, I need to do this bit first. You can still do it at an angle here, yeah, okay, and then we squeeze it in. So that's done, and then the big, what is it, shin goes on top. So that's done. Once the shin is done, I'm moving this thing opposite. I'm still in the picture. Yeah, we are in the picture. We are in the picture. Number one, these on top of another bit flew away, which is this. And then we got this one as well. So C20, this goes at the top like that. And this is a hoodie. Like that. Okay, not too happy about this. No, probably not. Probably is. Like that. And this like that. In there. That makes more sense. So this goes in there, facing the back, and this lies in here, I guess. Yep, so I got that. Then A35, there was a little grey thing that probably flew away as well, this one. I can't remember what the symbol is, but probably means don't break it. Facing this way, like that. Okay, yeah, not too bad. And then towards the end we do this first, which goes facing down, like that, and then this goes on top of this bit, I guess. Yeah. Where is it connecting to? Just across the universe. It's disc-shaped. It's to be this bit here then. That's it. We're done. And then I'm sure the next instruction is going to be the same on the other side, the opposite bit, using the other bits. So I'll see you after I've done that one. And of course now the new leg only starts from here, so I'm gonna finish this one here and then I want to do the other one. It should be straightforward anyway. So just a few pieces. There we go. We got this bit that clips into here. And then open it a bit. that's in there. Then from this one we put this silly mustache down here. And this goes inside. Oop. This gonna be easy to put like with a pen or something, but yeah, that goes in there. And E1, which is this, should be in here. Well, let's have a look. And it does. Yeah, probably these two up here. So we got that. Then this one is the PC9. With the hole at the top going inside here. And that should go in here at the bottom. Pretty straightforward. Where's the messing about? Shouldn't be too hard this thing to go in. Definitely go in there. Okay. Satisfying click. Always wait for the satisfying click and then these in there. These are the top. Should be like so. Was this supposed to go somewhere? Yeah, this is supposed to go in there. So this goes facing that way, facing this way, and then the game is afoot. Clipped. I say sexy leg. We got it. Roast chicken. And now we're gonna do the. It would have been nice to have one of these bits on this side as well. There's good space for it. I don't know why it hasn't got it. It should. Probably on the inside. That's the outside. I don't know. But yeah, let's do the other one. I'll see you in a minute. And that's both legs finished. We finally managed to understand what the symbol sliding door symbol meant, to do the same thing on the either side. So this one is present over here as well on both sides. So we got sexy legs, and then we're gonna do the hips nest and a mini skirt, and we're ready to do the mini skirt, which is always random. It could be very satisfying or very upsetting. Let's do so. These supposed to go with a flat bit outside. Is it going there? Yeah, it should be it. Same again. I should squeeze it a bit. Yeah, we can fit it. Wasn't too bad. Same goes for this one. Flat bit outside. And then this one goes with a round bit at the top, flat bit underneath. Then once we got that, we need to do these bits here first. A5 and A4. You mother. Where's it gone now? Here. Which way? No, that's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be like this. Yep. And the same goes for this one here. So we got the things sticking out in there. Once this is done, we need to first of all connect the exhaust to these exhaust holders, and then now they're connected to something, I may even try to always forget to clean the edges. And they're quite neat from the cutting, from the gut end. Still, so it's going to look a little bit better if I do this. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So now I lost the right and the left. I think it would have been probably, yeah, these eyes, this one here. And where does it go? On the outside. So we got this one. Going in there. So this way or the other way around. It could be the other way around, you know. Just because if I do this, then it may enter better on this side. No, it doesn't. So we leave it as it is. Leave it like that. It's gonna be San Diego's on top to close it anyway. So 1 and 2. And that attaches to because this needs motivation. That's it. That's been motivated enough. And now there should be flaps that cover this bit here. Should be flap a bit. here, and another flappy bit here. And the red lines I did, I was quite lucky with it because they go exactly where the other one finished. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Now we got the E27 B13. It looks like it could be like this. And like this. With a gap at the front. Yeah. With a gap at the front. Yeah. As in the picture there. Perfect. Wow. Once we got a very useful picture in there. So useful that, okay. So these, then we got this one. 21. Same again. I painted it right there. Look at that. Look at the precision. Could not have been any better. Okay, this squeezes through. Just now we got the end of the page, and we had to add this little isn't there. It's not catching, but we're gonna put this on top. We're just gonna make it right now. We don't know. This is supposed to be up. Is the other one going? Probably. Or it's gonna be a pain in the ass as well. No, this one goes, well, once you put this in, the other one comes off. Still, it's better than no at all. Wedge it in and push it out. So much sufferance. Just because it's the end of the page.
Yeah. That's my baby. She's at home.
Here it is, miniskirt is ready. I just need to put a little bit of glue, but yeah, the flaps are moving as well. I'm not touching the ones on the back because they're gonna come off. Finally time to complete the assembly of the actual Gundam. Funny that they put a picture of a stand, which I'm sure Bandai doesn't give you, and normally this bootleg they give you one, but no, there's no one here. So let's just do the legs. Right and left. Should be the curved part of the front, flat bit at the front, and then not flat at the back. So 1 and 2. Then we get this one and this one. Maybe I should move the light just to show it better. That's it. As usual, tiny bit of persuasion. So which we supposed to do first? What's that supposed to be? The side bits. Ooh, I'm missing C18. I didn't cut that. Let's do it quickly. Oh yeah. So that's the plastic towards the bottom. Okay, so I guess we need to do this first. It should go in. That's it. Like that. We have to do the front first and then the back. That fits in there. Our clips. Our clips as well. Yeah, just need to press it a bit. So that's in there, that's in there. And that's supposed to hold it like so. Doesn't need any glue? No, that should do. That should do nicely. So that's like that. Let's do these other one the same. Yes, we got it. And once you click it in, it's gone. So same again for this one. Clip the back. So as done, that's done. That's the two bits on the side, which I would imagine to go after. Oh, okay. So it doesn't specify, but yeah, that's your, yeah, no, that's it. I missed it. So this goes in there. Let's open your legs and hands against the wall. Open your legs. You know the procedure. That's what they always say every time I go through customs. Every single time. But yeah, that's done. that goes on top. Has it got any clicking bit anywhere? No, it's just resting on it, which is quite unusual. And then we go, yeah, these bits here, they're just hanging randomly on the side. Clicked and clicked. Yeah, this has got some mobility up and down, but yeah, this bit at the top is not supposed to move around. And what you do, like this, hanging down. Okay, why is the only one then? If there would have been both sides. Ah, okay, that's squeezed in. See, one side only. Well, and then we do attach the top, so the middle bit stays. Careful not to break the antennas, of course. Yeah, looks like it is on. The middle bit is a bit, it's not fixed, it's just that it's still quite sturdy anyway. Well, fell off, this fell off again, it fell off the other day as well. I think that's gonna need a little bit of glue at some point in its life. In the meantime, we just jam it in like so, and should hold. Okay, so your ashtray is ready. Now let's get the smoking gun for the ashtray. I know it's not an ashtray, it's an ashtray, or whatever how you call it, but ashtray sounds good. And now it's finally time to assemble the weapons. So here we go. So let's it's the other one, of course it's the other one. So with the lid underneath, that should be in there. I don't know what this sticker is, but see, we got it. Let's put 2 plus 2 together, or 1 plus 1 together. Yep. So this is going together. That counterintuitively, it's small at the back, big at the front, like this. And then this is all the same, it's all square. Doesn't really matter how you put it. So let's put the side that shows less markings on it. Not really, but hey, any side will do. Make sure when you push it together not to break it. And then these goes in here. Ta-da! So we got that sorted. Now, shield. Upside down, downside up. This bit on this side. And this bit on this side. Was that supposed to bend a bit? Maybe. Once we've done this, this is supposed to go there with the flaps reaching at the back, which is gonna be a moment of patience, because we really don't want to crack this one. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Alright. Needs to go through there, but we don't want it to. We don't want it to crack. So let's see if we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So what did say with the flaps at the back, up and down? Is there any up or down? No, it's the same. Just make sure this thing sticks out this direction. Yeah, I already know that something is gonna break. Yeah, something is gonna break just because it can. Maybe it's not even supposed to be tight. Well, we need to put this. This in there like this. I'm not very happy with this, because as usual this is very tight. Really don't like this. Really don't like it. What are we gonna do? So we're gonna make this hole inside smaller, because it's gonna receive the other bit. Let's try and sort of squeeze a tiny bit the outside, but I don't want it to be. Still tight. Let's do some of this. Maybe helps, maybe breaks it. We don't know. We will not till when we do it. If you hear me swearing, that means I broke it. Let's see, one clicked in, we need to click in this one here. So much for motivation. Yeah, it's a bit tighter, but should go even a tiny bit more in. But yeah, better than nothing. And now we got this one, we can apply this middle bit, which I'm sure especially the seal in the middle will never ever fit. Now we got it. We got it. Wow, without breaking anything. Very happy with it. So 20, I left the 20 at the top, which should be 20, should be this one here. And this one opposite. What am I doing wrong? Like this. And then we do a 21 the other way around, which is gonna be like this and like this, which looks quite cool actually. That looks quite cool. Okay, so that's done, and we do the very end. Actually, the last section is only a 3 different way to attach the rifle on the side, on the backpack, or in his hand using spare set of hand, which that's what I'm gonna do. And same goes for the shield. You can either attach it on the arm or on the backpack. So I'm gonna attach it on the arm, I'm gonna attach this one on the hand, and then we're gonna do a reveal after that. And here it is in all its glory. You can see what you can get for £7.50, and you can even choose the model. Now people keep on telling me that when I spent the same amount of money for this one, it wasn't a rip-off. The whole point was that on this one here I wasn't allowed to choose what I wanted, and the advert was misleading, was making you think that maybe you would have got a better one. But yeah, same price. At the end of the day, I would put them on the same level. Maybe I prefer the other one a little bit more details. But yeah, once for all, that shows you what you can get with £7.50 on AliExpress, and no drama. So thanks again for watching, and press the subscribe button because there's a few things coming up on my channel on the build up to Christmas. Few surprises, few big things, and I'll keep you posted. There's gonna be pictures, detailed pictures at the end of the video. Thank you for watching again, and see you next time.